I'm originally from Wisconsin, so if you're sensing weird vibes for me, that's why. I creep people out in New York. I walk down the street and I'm like, hi! And people are like, no. Every New Yorker looks at me like, I think he was probably homeschooled. I look like my lawn had a learning gazebo. I don't know, I just have a weird vibe. Like, picture me driving right now. You're all picturing a different type of vehicle, but all of you are picturing me driving with a coffee cup on the roof of my car. You're trying to tell me about it. You're like, coffee. And I'm like, oh, you want to be highway friends? No, coffee. Yep, you gotta be grateful. I kind of have the vibe of that waiter that would come over to your table and be like, have you been here before? No? Well, let me give you the lay of the land. I'm gonna tell you 5 minutes worth of specials while I make intense eye contact. Do you guys ever wither under the waiter eye contact? He's like, and you're like, oh God, I don't know. It's still happening. Okay, be a talker, not a stalker. I'm surprisingly straight. I know, shocker. I remember when I came out to my parents as straight, they were like, no, okay. We can't wait to meet your girlfriend. And if we never meet her, that's okay too. We'll just nickname her Santa. I wish I was gay. I wish I was, because being gay is really great. If you're in that community, I love you. I will hug you until you don't want it. But like, I wish I was gay because it'd be easier to explain my personality. Somebody would be like, what's your deal, pal? I'll be like, super gay. All day gay. But the truth is a longer explanation. I'm like, I grew up with a single mom, and she was a radical feminist. She'd take me to these rallies. They'd be like, men are bad. And I'd be like, I'm becoming one. Crap. Well, I guess I'll half-ass it. And here you have it. And every other weekend, I went to go see my male role model, which was my dad, who's an interior decorator. And he was real sensitive. He'd be like, it's okay to cry, son. And then I'd go to school, and the other boys would be like, no, it is not. With punches, and now I have PTSD, and so guess who's quirky? I don't know what it's like to grow up gay. I don't know what that's like. All I know what it's like is to be called gay every day of my life. So I feel like I have a lot of empathy for that community, but all day people are like, oh, are you sure you're not gay? I'm like, God, I wish, man. I don't even like to wipe off the elliptical. You guys ever feel weird? You're doing the screen and then you're like, whoa. Okay, I'm just gonna make a point and do small circles. But also respect, Great respect for that community. I live in that community in West Hollywood, California. I live in a gay neighborhood. They call it Boys Town. And I have dumb friends who are like, well, if you're not gay, then why do you live in a gay neighborhood? I'm like, because they're great. And also, because it's so safe for my girlfriend. She could walk down the street at 3:30 in the morning. No one would bother her. The worst thing that would happen would be some guy would walk up to her and go, no. None of this is working. Here's a Sephora gift card. Yeah, this is a reverse mugging. I just want to be more dangerous. I want to be hard and soft, like Velcro. I want my nickname to be... I just want to be... I want women to think I'm dangerous in a sexy way, but I never want to make a woman feel in danger. Does that make any sense? Yeah. I was walking home from the bar in my neighborhood the other day, and this real cute gal, she left right ahead of me, so I was like, all right, Pete, hang back. All right, make her feel safe. But then we're walking along, she's drunk and slow. I'm like, come on, hurry up, you know? And then she turns left. I was like, oh, man, that's where I'm going. And then she turns right. I was like, I have to turn right there. So finally, I just yelled after her. I go, you are not in danger, ma'am. It was so insulting. She turns around and she goes, I know. I was like, well, now I don't feel emotionally safe. And could you walk me home? And she took me as far as she was going, you know. I want to say nice things about men, though. Yeah, clap if you know a nice man, if you know a kind man, like a good one. Yeah. Yeah. See, there's good men, but if you go on the internet, it's just like, all men are the worst. And I'm like, no, you mean Dave. We all know a bad guy, but we're not that. Like, there's this rumor that all men are in the locker room being like, oh, I was with Katie last night. We're not doing that. We're showing each other our phones going, what does she mean? I just want to do the right thing, and I don't know. All men want to do is the right thing. Women are like, men are like dogs. I'm like, yeah, golden retrievers. Look at us sometime. We're like, she's smiling, I'll sit next to her. She's frowning, going in the other room. Checking in, still frowning, staying.